this is Daphne. Welcome to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. We're still in Byakuya's trial. What I do remember is that Nagito is not the killer, but who is? Let's find out right now. So you're telling me to call out the real killer. Well, yeah, who is that? Even though I don't really want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door is covered. Used the portable stove to move in the dark. It snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya in the death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is... But didn't Nagito... It has to be you! I was just thinking, didn't Nagito put the paint there in the first place? The other person just had to find them?
You're the only one! Could it be you?
No. No. What are you talking about? I totally wasn't busy combing my hair.
Is that true?
Hajime, you're kind of making these accusations out of nowhere.
There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
I will speak freely, thank you very much. The only way I kill people is through food poisoning. I mean,
Not the killer.
is it because I'm short? It's not because you're short.
Murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
I'm not done talking.
You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
I'm still not done talking.
That attitude is so not like me. You're the ultimate cook to
It's the ultimate chef, and you better remember it.
You fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts? The future of the culinary arts?
Are you trying to manipulate me?
For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
How? If we vote for him, he's gonna die either way.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
No, I said aspersion, not aspic.
This is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Cause it's what I do.
Assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to
Still
the
thinking,
store
does a portable stove emit light? You'd think it would only emit heat. They went stab stab.
Floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right?
Well, it wasn't pitch dark underneath the building, right? There must have been moonlight coming under there.
About that?
So it's not like Teruteru was blind once he left the building.
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
I gotta wonder. Yeah, Gundam.
He actually went under the floorboard.
Yeah, he crawled around under there to get his earring.
Fortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards.
So he cleaned up pretty efficiently.
The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness near where
Either has to be blood or the glow-in-the-dark paint.
What? A shining liquid in the
He
dark?
specified shining, so it had to be the paint.
That sounds super important. If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
Teruteru is definitely plotting something.
It might have been possible for them to use that mark.
So what happened was... Nagito originally had the glowing paint. The victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark? Probably that stuff that was shining near Byakuya's body, right? Is there a truth bullet specifically for the paint? Or do we just submit the knife? Because, like, Nagito tapes the knife to the underside of the table, goes over it with paint.
Applied to the knife, right?
by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Yeah, their vision of the glowing flame would be blocked by Byakuya suddenly appearing.
So,
It could also be Nagito grabbing the knife.
that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing.
Very clever.
See, that's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito?
Oh yeah, then it would be Teruteru. He must have been in the kitchen cooking while Nagito was cleaning.
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really.
You know, the more nervous you get, the more suspicious I get. You ever think about that?
Ask everyone a question instead.
No, you can't.
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair
I
opportunity to see
I think Nagito has spoken quite enough today.
who is the killer. That would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout.
With the portable stove, right?
And just
What
what
did Ibuki hear during the blackout? Teruteru's...
Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here?
I just like the way he says, hell.
This is...
Ow.
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you?
Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall.
Well...
Doesn't that prove Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
You don't think his voice could have carried through the floor from underneath it?
Right. That's exactly it.
But Teruteru was in the kitchen
And-
the moment the blackout occurred, right? So
If Ibuki's hearing
why
was
he
really
in the
was
dining
that
hall?
sensitive, would she have been able to figure that
The
out?
blackout was only in the kitchen. So I panicked and ran out of there.
In pitch blackness, you would have crashed into something.
But somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
We cannot believe you when you're sweating that hard.
It's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
Well, what happened to the whole fire door story? They like...
If you remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying down.
Then lick your sweat, boy!
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
He's trying to get us to stop questioning him by being weird.
But I heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right.
So she didn't like notice the sound of his voice traveling through any solid objects.
Which means he's not the killer.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
That's not it. Why? Why falsely accusing me?
Because it's not false, and you know it. Danganronpa 2, but Hajime is extremely sassy.
Hajime, you're just progressing toward the hope.
Look, I'm just trying to get this over with Nagito, and you keep making it difficult.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teruteru's hope?
I'm just trying to accuse a killer here. I don't need your sass. Bwee, 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 bwee.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
You think he's gonna say yes to that?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Ooh.
Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Yeah, live voice.
As long as I have her testimony.
But what am I supposed to shoot?
The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Except with this. No, that's wrong.
Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why?
Oh, you know perfectly well.
The floor in the dining hall was full of gaps, right?
Yeah, and his voice could have carried through the
He
gaps.
shouted from under the floor. She just sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
But the way that sound waves work should have also traveled through the floorboards themselves, which would change the quality of the sound. So the fact that Ibuki didn't notice that change in sound quality
True Teruteru?
makes me wonder if her hearing is that reliable, or if she just has like normal hearing.
Teruteru.
I told you to wait a second. Out.
He's country! Okay, at this point, nobody cares that he's weird and pervy. They're all just horrified by the fact that he's actually from the country.
Hey, you guys. This guy's a major liar.
He's been catfishing people.
Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout. He should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
So after the lights came on, what happened?
Actually there during that time?
Did he like stab Byakuya and go while the lights were still out?
I was there the whole damn time. Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Including yours!
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your haze and memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying. However, I am not sure. I believe that he was
So
there.
how quickly
I believe that he
could
was not
Teruteru have gone to the dining hall from underneath if we had to make his way back up into the storage room and like through all those hallways? You think he's gonna cooperate with us? His memories?
Don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Calm down, I can't even understand you anymore. Because I have evidence.
Oh, you again.
Yes, it's me again. I am Hajime Hinata, and I have all the evidence. Whether or not Teruteru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at Teruteru himself. It would have to be... Oh... Okay. Yeah, if he was there during that, we would have known.
I can prove it with this.
Do you remember seeing Mikan spread eagle on the floor? Please don't talk about that!
You should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Standing? We took a picture of it, right, Mahiru? I would never do something like that, Hajime. What the hell are you thinking? This might solve the case. Mikan, I'm sorry.
You were really in the dining hall at that time. You should know the answer to that.
Just take a stab at it, I dare you. See, it's a pun because I said stab.
It was a pretty clever way of tricking. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
Especially with that plate of food conveniently covering her crotch.
I'm so sorry. I showed you something so exciting. How about it? You can't answer, Teruteru?
I can answer just fine. Just give me a second.
Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Just like in the last game. How did you know the jacket was blue?
Even so. Nagito, say something.
Sorry, bud, we found you.
I guess you might have to give up now. Give up? What do you mean, give up?
You didn't know that Mikan was spread eagle on the floor? You're the killer.
Disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope.
We need to have like a counter of how many times Nagito says hope. Actually, I think someone kept one in the comments section when the Game Grumps played it.
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
But we have the
But it's
evidence.
already decided, right?
We did not make Mikan cry so you could continue denying us.
Come on, haven't been cleared up yet, Chef?
No use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying...
Don't worry, I speak country.
You understand him?
Yeah, I've done a lot of business in the service industry. I had to learn how to distinguish a ton of voices.
Killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Monokuma. Enough with the whimpering.
I'm sorry, he's just so threatening. He's 5 feet tall.
Calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Oh, it doesn't have the same level of personality when you say it. Can we get Teruteru back on speaking duty? A thin-edged tool, roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. Well, if it's diameter, it'd have to be something round. It'd have to be like, was it one of those meat skewers that we confiscated from the kitchen?
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
The weapon is a pretty important part of a murder trial, Nagito.
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Yes.
He said, try to do it. What a confusing accent.
It's called Louisiana. Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters. Wasn't it 5? Uh-oh. I feel like there was a tool that met those requirements in the same place where the portable stove was. Did we not confiscate the meat skewers? How did he get his hands on one? Something already missing from this, so Teruteru already set it aside before Byakuya and I went through there. If so, then that weapon is Hangman's Gambit. Come on, couldn't we just pick it from the list of truth bullets? Did we ever put meat skewer on the truth bullet list? 15 minutes later. And if different letters touch, they explode. There is no K. You get to make a comic book next!
So, the weapon must be the iron skewer.
Huh? The iron skewer?
The iron skewer.
Byakuya was
Confiscating all the dangerous items.
He spoke to Teruteru.
I checked the equipment list and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Care to explain? Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start. It wasn't actually missing from the start.
An iron skewer would match up with the bullets perfectly.
I can see Monokuma violently vibrating in the background.
Where'd you hide the iron skewer?
In my pants. He's saying Avril Lavigne.
Huh? Did he really just say that?
Why? What's wrong with that? You're a rock star. You should love Avril Lavigne.
Somewhere on the island, didn't he?
This school trip has
That's a
no
good
siren
question.
rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would
Yeah,
be ringing
if he had left the murder weapon behind, Gundam would have noticed it.
Iron sirens? Just for littering?
I have a no bullshit policy. Response Satu. Well, that's because you were up front. He obviously hid it somewhere in the old building. Or in his pants. Because he'd do that.
Teruteru, just man up and be straight with us.
But I'm not straight. You stupid country. Oh, what the? Okay, I think we get it. If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Because, I mean, look at this kitchen. Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? Because he's definitely not tall enough for the whole thing to fit in his pants. At the time, the only place Byakuya and I hadn't searched, it's probably that place. Except for one skewer. I'm not hiding anything. He already said it. I must reveal to Teruteru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Panic talk action. Wait, this is the rhythm game. Where the music is your pleas for life. Here, we just fast forward to when there's only one shield left. Take out all of the useless seconds that we spent on this darn question.
This is the end. But the iron skewer had been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone.
You mean the one that Byakuya completely gnawed through? Because remember, at the start of the party, he was like, watch that! And he points to the meat on the bone. He picks it up, eats the whole thing, finds the skewer, and he's like, oh.
I mean, that's inside the bone.
But how Teruteru got his hands on it afterwards, that's my question. It seems there are no dangerous items, like that skewer and the churrasco earlier, inside that pile of food. So this was after he gnawed through the churrasco. Phew, I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the
Food that can be inspected. But when Byakuya ate through that churrasco, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, the meat on the bone. He ate through the meat on the bone, found the skewer. Did he not confiscate it?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
However, your face is being very, very loud. We're in Japan, Teruteru. Actually, we're in international waters where no one will find the bodies.
Find the iron skewer inside. Bullseye.
Wait, so it was hidden inside a different giant piece of meat?
One of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing.
I went to an Outback Steakhouse once. I ate their 72-ounce steak in 12 minutes, and I got the free shirt.
About that.
What?
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
Finally, he's gone. We can leave. Psych, you can't leave just yet. Not until I finish my dinner.
A bear that eats meat!
Oh, come on. Bears eat fish all the time. You can't...
Now that I think about it, that's pretty normal. What is this? So yummy!
Do you know how long it took me to make that churrasco?
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life.
Wait,
Taste brings me back to
so did Teruteru make 2 giant chunks of meat? I specifically remember Byakuya eating his way through one.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something
What could it
inside
be?
the meat.
Oh my goodness, it's a giant meat skewer!
Came out.
Oh, it's like a meat skewer that's made to look like a bone. So it was never on the bone to begin with.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oops, that's not the way I meant to adjust the camera.
Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone.
But I think what this island has taught us is that desperate times call for desperate measures.
You guys set me up so you could blame these on me.
And I'm still wondering what he did with the weapon after the murder. Did he just, like, clean it off and stick it back in the meat?
Such an unseemly
That has to be what happened, because you saw how Monokuma ate through that. And then found the weapon.
I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Thank you, Chiaki, for speaking for all of us. You're all nothing but a shut up.
About fast food eating hits. translate anymore. Somehow I
I've spent
Oh, what he's
I've
trying
spent
to say.
5 minutes with this guy and somehow I can already understand him. Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first,
I guess we need to settle this.
I guess we place our vote. I mean, we've already
Do that.
pointed out Teruteru. Oh, the closing arc. You get to make a comic book next! Go over the entire incident. And then I can prove Teruteru's crime. That's right. If we don't do that, we can't end this, no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
We need to do it! Just do it! Closing argument begin. Finish the thought. Stock 1. And then the last panel is Byakuya reaching for the knife. Okay, yeah, a knife glowing in the dark. Just drop it right there.
That happened in this case.
Boop 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 boop.
Already started.
Already started.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining room of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious
Just about a murder occurring.
because of a threatening letter he received.
So
Therefore,
Theory's holding the 4 emergencies only case. Chiaki's outside. Peko locked herself in the bathroom.
the rest of us assembled
And
at the dining room.
Fuyuhiko was staying at home like a little bitch.
At that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion.
That person was Nagito. He had the iron set up.
Irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly kept the power usage.
And the air conditioner
Additionally,
and
there was
conditioner?
something else that would
That ain't right.
11:30 p.m.
So yeah, the air conditioner turned on, and all of a sudden,
Air conditioners in the office and dining room. They had already set the timers. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners.
man, kind of a bitch-ass power usage maximum if you could set it off with 3 irons in 1 air conditioning unit.
Since the windows in the
Or maybe it was the entire air conditioning system. Still, pussy power system. So Byakuya got to work. How did he open that case in the pitch darkness? How did he even get to the night vision goggles? He's like,
was the night vision.
I'm sorry, Byakuya, but you look ridiculous in
He was
those.
so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him.
Because the supermarket doubles as a military surplus store.
Byakuya witnessed a certain someone in a suspicious mood.
That someone was Nagito, looking to cause some trouble. Boop boop
He saw
boop boop
Nagito
boop
guiding
boop
himself
boop
with a
boop
desk
boop
at his
boop
power
boop boop
so
boop
he
boop.
could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
And that's when Teruteru takes over.
Murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
Do do do. Meanwhile, inside the kitchen.
The real killer began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew the blackout was coming.
Yeah, they knew about the blackout beforehand. They had to have closed the fire door before the blackout started.
Beforehand.
Okay, so it was like a portable gas burner. See, I was thinking it was electric. How'd they put all the gas in that little thing anyway?
They needed a weapon too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer
There I am.
was
Look,
in the
there he is, looking deranged with the meat skewer in hand. And it's been a great story, Hajime, but I gotta end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to blast that patriarchy, smash that like button, Bomberman that subscribe button. I will see you next week with another episode of Danganronpa 2. And what I'm hoping is the end of this trial, because we're getting to the end. Goodbye.